Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Volcano-AC and today we are celebrating the first anniversary of this YouTube channel. I have been able to post once a week and this video is week 52. Therefore, I decided to, instead of showcasing a pedal or an amp or something related to music or guitar, I wanted to focus on my top 10 comments that the viewers have left in this channel. I would really have liked to read way more than just 10. However, you know that nobody wants to see a very long video, so I might as well just concentrate in those that had a special meaning for me. Alright, let's start with the first one. The first comment that I'm gonna read to you is the one left on the video where I recorded my Yamaha keyboard right here behind me with the Zoom H4n Pro portable recorder. Basically, the comment said, I have the same recorder, absolutely amazing recorder. So that shows the consensus of people that really this recorder is really good. And remember, that was not a sponsored video. This is not a sponsored video either. So it was just my honest opinion that that recorder was great, and it seems that people agree with me. And in this channel probably I have focused more to record my acoustic guitar with it, but really you can record pretty much any instrument that you like, and I have other videos in which I show the different settings that there are for recording with this Zoom H4n Pro. So make sure to look through the playlist to see if there's something of your interest. The next comment that I'm gonna talk about was left in the video where I recorded essential A chords with acoustic guitar, and I left a link in case you wanted to download those particular chords to put it in your music production totally for free. And the message read, could you help me to make a kind of trap beat? Definitely in this channel I'll be touching base with beats. Actually, that is something that I have planned for this year, 2023. In 2022, I really wanted to focus on guitar sounds, on pedals, on amplifiers. But in 2023, I really want to look forward into more beats and chord progressions. And also, I would like to give a crash course on utilizing the DAW Studio One, because it's the one that I have experience on. And you know, there's always people looking to learn new things, tips and tricks, so I'll try to do that this year. So definitely I'll be working on creating some beats and show you at least my approach. There's not just one approach. Everybody does their own thing, everybody has their own strategy, and even when I'm doing a beat, it's not always following the exact same steps. So there's a variation of things that you can do, and I'll show you how I do it in a future video. The next comment, so comment number 3 that we're gonna talk about today, was left on the video where I actually brought from Europe my 33-year-old electric guitar, the original PV Tracer 2 that I used to have when I was a kid. And the message said, I'm so happy you found your guitar. It still looks great. So thank you so much for the comment. I'm extremely excited that I got it back and that it's actually here with me right now. And right here. It was tangled here with my other guitars. Sorry about that. Alright, let's move on, and this one is a little bit more spicy than the others, which is the one I had in the thumbnail, because I wanted you to click in this video anyways. It's a little bit long, we went back and forth, but I'll just summarize for you. And this is the message to me. I think you missed the point. And actually I think our viewer is right. I totally missed the point, and here we're talking about the Guitarria wireless system. So let me show you how's this wireless system here for me right now. Okay, so here is my Guitarria wireless system. It just came in pieces. Look at that. So, but basically, why it came in pieces, that really has nothing to do with the comment. I place my guitar with that transmitter on, and when I put it down, I guess I put it too hard, or maybe I let the guitar down too fast and it broke, and I tried to repair it and I couldn't, so it's now destroyed, but I'll have to get a new one. In the meantime, and probably you have seen in my videos, I have been recording with just the traditional cable, but I definitely need this Guitarria wireless system. And now let's go back to the comment. So basically, our viewer has an approach to use the Guitarria wireless system with the equipment that he uses, with the settings that he has, and I have a different one. So definitely you need to use what works for you with the instrument that you have, with speakers or the PA system or the amplifier that you're gonna be using. So just for the viewers, try to adapt and don't see a video and think you have to do exactly the same of what that video is telling you. You can have a really good idea after looking at the video, but then you'll have to adapt to your local conditions, and I think that is where the comment and my experience were differing. But other than that, I appreciate when the viewers put their experience there into the comments, because that enriches not just to me but also the other viewers of this channel. Now let's move on to the next comment. This one is one of the most interesting for me, because listen to this. The comment states, next time order your gear from Thomann Music. A lot better pricing, a lot better. You will thank me. That same Engel amp will cost you around $500 to $600. I greatly appreciate the comment from this viewer, because this was posted on the video in which I presented my Engel cabinet, which I paid about $1,000 for it. So let me show you why I cannot purchase this particular cabinet in Thomann Music, even if I go to the US Thomann store. But not only that, look at this. I cannot purchase, for example, this nice Gibson Les Paul Slash. Look, it says down here that it's not available for shipping to my country. And similarly, if I search for solar guitars, because I'm extremely interested on a left-handed solar guitar, and I have looked at this website before, so look at this. It also tells me that I actually can't receive it from Thomann, even this is the US store. So now let's look at the actual same Engel cabinet that I ordered at Sweetwater, that I paid for about $1,000. In this website, it shows that it's also not available for shipping to my destination. So unfortunately, I have to say that I cannot order these particular items to California, which is the state I live here in the United States. However, I appreciate so much the comment of the viewer, because the viewer is looking after me so that I don't spend extra dollars if I don't have to. So thank you so much. Alright, the next comment was left in the video in which I tested Guitar 6 versus Amplitude 5 to see which one sounded more like the Marshall all-valve DSL amplifier, and the viewer realized that at some point in Guitar 6 I turned off the cabinet, so it reads the cab sim sounds to me like it is turned off. on the Guitar Rig 6. And that was correct. For a moment of a short period of time, I turned it off, but I had it on for when I tested a variety of other amps. So you feel free to check that video. And based on this comment, what I did is I did a second video just to see what was the difference between having the cabinet on or off. And originally I turned it off for a short period of time just because the real cabinets don't have on and off buttons. They're passive cabinets, so they're always on. If you put a sound through them, they will sound. So I thought that it was doing the same thing on Guitar Rig 6 because it was emulating a cabinet. It is actually called the control room, so I was looking into turning off the EQ section only, but it seems that the cabinet might have been turned off. And I checked even in the manual, and in my second video that I did, I show the manual so that everybody can see that I try to dig in, and still I don't know if it's really turned off or not at this point in time. However, there's two videos, one where I turned it off for a short period of time and one in which I left it on for the entire video. So feel free to look into the video playlist and see if you find the video if you're interested on. The next comment was left when I recorded my acoustic guitar with the Zoom H4n Pro, and similarly as when I recorded the Yamaha keyboard, the people really liked that recorder, and the comment reads, "The recorder sounds great, great video." So thank you so much. There's really a very strong consensus that this recorder is really good, so I'm excited that people that also owns this recorder agree with me. So now talking about this second video that I was talking about a minute ago, which is where I do the second round between Amplitude 5 and Guitar Rig 6 that I left the control room on at all times. The comment reads, "Thanks for this comparison. To me, the real deal just wrecks the emulations, and that saddens me because we live in the 2020s, and by now I would have expected much better emulation of something as fundamental as a Marshall amp. If the software can't even emulate a bread and butter basic like that, then what chance does it have of emulating even more exotic amps?" Well, you know, I think in my conclusions I mentioned that I like the plugins, but they do not sound like the real deal. And even though with the control room on at all times, I try to do different tricks, and actually I should say that I didn't put the amp to the best of its sonic abilities. I actually had it at noon or something like that just to make it easy for me to match the EQ settings on the computer. But if I truly do the best settings of this Marshall amp and the sound coming out of the speaker, there's no way that these plugins get truly close to that sound. So that's what the viewer also thought, and he mentioned that if the emulations are not that close to a simple Marshall amp, how is it gonna be that they're gonna emulate more complicated, more boutique style amps? It's gonna be pretty tough. However, we are now almost at the mid of the 2020s, and I know there's a lot of new technology coming out. I just reviewed the Fluff 2C amp and I was really excited of the sound, so go check that video as well, because I feel that is one of the best amps, virtual amps that I ever played with, and it is worth it. If you're able to get the free trial just to see how it sounds, if you're a person that really likes amp sims, etc., I think that amp can be for you. All right, let's move on to the next comment, and this one was special for me just because it came from a left-hand guitar player. So that's dear to my heart. I appreciate that the viewer let me know, and that was in the video where I compare the MXR pedal that I have here right behind me, where I compare the MXR pedal going to my Fender Champion 40. So a very budget amplifier, and I compare the sound against the real deal, the EVH 5153 with 6L6s amplifier, 50 watts. And I was able to tune it very similar. Actually, that pedal sounds more like this amp, like all the virtual amplifiers that I have that try to emulate this amp. And the good thing of the Fender Champion 40, even though it's a $200 amplifier, it is very transparent. So when you put a pedal, you really get that pedal sound. Whatever that pedal was designed to sound, that's exactly what comes out of this particular amp, which I like so much. If I put that same pedal or another pedal into one of my other amps, those other amps have their own color, their own characteristic that really take over what the pedal is supposed to sound. So I really like the Fender Champion 40 as a pedal platform. So now specifically what the comment was, he says, "Firstly, my brother, a lefty player like me, that being said, good job. I do think that the expensive amp does sound better, but unless you are playing a big gig or have $1,300 to spend for my budget, I'm going with the pedal. This video helped out. I will look at your other videos and just subscribe." Thank you so much, and if you that are watching this video haven't subscribed yet, please help me out to reach 1,000 subscribers. I think the subscription has been pretty slow in this first year, but I'm hoping that in year number 2 we're gonna have more engagement with the subscription process. And don't forget, it is free. The next comment was left at the video in which I explained the different settings for compression and for limiting in the Zoom H4n Pro portable recorder. And the comment was, which of these will you think is best for loud fireworks recording? And I really like this question because it's one of those that you're not expecting, and then it surprises you and it tests your knowledge. In addition to this comment, we went back and forth because the viewer wanted to have it in auto recording, and I explained to the viewer that the viewer could set the amount of decibels in which he wanted the portable recorder to start recording and when to stop. So the person didn't have to be close to the fireworks, and it could be done all automatically. So if you're interested to see all the message that I sent, because there were a couple of messages, go ahead and look for this particular video. But basically, the Zoom H4n Pro, if I remember correctly, it is set to start auto recording if you put the auto recording mode when it detects a sound of minus 12 dB, but you can change that to make it as quieter as you want or as louder, depending on when you want the recording to be triggered. So the viewer got really excited, so hopefully the viewer was able to record the fireworks with the Zoom H4n Pro. Also in that same video, and I put this comment because I get excited when I see things like this. One of the viewers commented, "Good information and well presented." So thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. And I think I'm right at 10, or maybe I'm already at 11 comments, but I have a bonus here because I really got super excited. I want to leave with this good note in order to start 2023 strong. And the viewer commented, "Very cool channel, man. Looks like you upload frequently with some good content. Look forward to more." All right, That was fantastic. It's an honor. Thank you so much. If you have realized in my channel, I'm definitely not a tremendous guitar player or not a pro studio producer. However, I truly enjoy making these videos to bring some information for all of you. My videos are not sponsored. I do it because I have a passion for music, because I like to also watch YouTube videos to learn new things, and I just want to contribute with my little grain of sand to the learning process around the internet. I look forward to provide you more information in this 2023, and also I look forward to read your comments, because it's really a two-way communication, at least as far as what I can think. Alright, so that's all for this video. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for this first year of support. Keep watching, keep liking, and keep subscribing. Bye bye.